The 23 Club baseball complex gets the final green light from the Scottsbluff City Council. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, the Scottsbluff City Council has authorized Mayor Raymond Gonzalez to sign contracts allowing construction to begin on Phase 1 of the $1.3 million renovation project at the 23 Club baseball complex. While the move does put at risk $200,000 from a Game and Parks Commission grant that is still awaiting final approval, the council did not want to risk having to rebid the contract, as material costs have nearly tripled since it was originally bid. Funding has been committed for the $1.2 million first phase through fundraising and grants obtained by the club, as well as $600,000 from the city of Scottsbluff. Baker & Associates engineer Jack Baker tells KNEB News work on the project should begin once all the paperwork is in place.
We're hoping that the project would start within the next week or two and that it would be completed then by early May of 2021.
Meanwhile, officials were hoping to find a way to begin the project without forfeiting the Game and Parks Commission grant. Phase 1 focuses on the center portion of the complex, including a centralized building that would include an updated concession stand and larger restrooms. Well, Nebraska Secretary of State Bob Evnen says there's no need to respond to a third-party mailing by a Washington, D.C.-based political nonprofit organization regarding mail-in ballot requests. The Center for Voter Information has been sending personalized letters with the ballot application and postage-paid return envelope to voters across Nebraska, coinciding with the timing of official applications sent out by the Secretary of State's office and prompting calls to election offices locally and across the state. Evidence says the situation points out one of the problems of early voting by mail, in which there are all sorts of points that the process can be interfered with.
There are third-party groups, and this is one of them, and they make themselves look semi-official, and they ask for your personal information. Don't give it to them. Do not give it to them. Every registered voter in this state either has or will be receiving soon an early ballot request application, either from your county clerk or from our office in the Secretary of State.
Evidence says there are big data sources with all sorts of information about voters that can be tied to voter registration rolls, which are a public record and used to try to target certain groups. He says such efforts almost always ask for more personal details than they are needed in order to get a ballot. Well, straight ahead, Bill Boyer's in with your weekend weather forecast. He'll have that right after this on KNEB.TV News.
At Platte Valley Bank, we believe it shouldn't cost you money to access your money. That's why we offer free ATMs anytime, anywhere. Whether you are across town or traveling abroad, there won't be an added expense to access the funds in your Platte Valley Bank account. Free ATMs are just one of the great benefits of banking with us. Stop by to talk to one of our friendly associates to discuss what else Platte Valley Bank has to offer.
Logos in Gearing is the place to get all of your school spirit gear, personalized gifts, and promotional items for your business and employees, and banners for any special event. Logos is also the only place to stop for custom screen printing or embroidery. You can even design it yourself on their interactive website. Stop into Logos today. They'll design it, print it, and have it to you in no time. There's no job too big or small for Logos. That's Logos in Gearing.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
We're going to be dealing with partly cloudy skies, cloudier early and then clearing out late tonight. And as we head into tomorrow, We've got sunshine coming our way. It will be clear late tonight. Sunny, a warmer weekend coming. Really looks nice most of next week with no big rain chances coming. 58 yesterday for a high after a morning low of 29. Surprise, surprise, overnight 35/100ths of an inch of moisture here in Scottsbluff. We added some more to that today. Ended up with our first measurable precip in quite some time across the area. Still well below normal for the year. You see what happened? We bounced around here for the last couple of weeks, a day or two above or below, above, below, above, below, and then the bottom fell out here. 42, 47, and then 58 yesterday. That 58 yesterday was still, it's hard to read that number down there, 23 degrees below normal yesterday. We're still cool, and we're still in that same ballpark, the upper 50s to near 60 out there. These temps are 20, 25 degrees below average. There's the warmer air off to our north and west, and we're mostly in the mid-50s, low 60s out there. You're going to want a jacket if you're heading out for Friday night football tonight. Winds are out of the west-southwest at 5 to 15 miles an hour. Futurecast has just a couple of showers pushing out as that whole system finally exits. It took its sweet time getting out of here, and it did get out of here, though, by late tonight into tomorrow, and we're going to turn sunny and warmer starting tomorrow. Lows tonight, upper 30s to low 40s, depending on where you're at. And then as we head into tomorrow, sunshine breaks out. Pretty nice weather in store for us tomorrow. It's going to be a really nice day. Winds probably 10 to 15 miles an hour. Sunshine overhead and warming temps as we go through the day tomorrow. And highs tomorrow going to be back into the 70s to near 80 degrees. Much nicer, still below normal for this time of year. Any precip tonight should be confined to the sand hills, but another inch, a tenth of an inch or 2/10 of an inch possible in those areas. Tonight, clouds early, clearing late, chilly skies, or chilly conditions, lows down around 40. Tomorrow, sunny, much warmer, 79 your forecast high. And then our 7-day forecast looks like this. We'll have highs in the mid-80s on Sunday, near 90 Monday, Tuesday. Then by Wednesday, we're back into the mid-80s. Thursday of next week, mid-70s, only to get back into the low 80s for Friday. Is really the next 7 days look pretty dry, sunny skies, and not a lot of precip in store for us.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver, along with a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today, and remember, United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. Plus, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
Renewal by Anderson Windows and Patio Doors. Invest in your home.
The number one investment I like to invest in is my home. For less than your cable bill and your cell phone bill, you can have all new windows in your house. Now, I've never got a return from my cable bill. I've never got a return from my cell phone bill. But when you invest in your home and windows, you're going to get that return.
Now more than ever, there is no place like home. Invest in it. Renewal by Anderson Windows and Patio Doors.
With magnificent views and a majestic rolling landscape, Scenic Knolls Golf Course welcomes you. Located 2 miles north of Mitchell, make your way to the top course in the valley. Recent renovations and the highest quality greens in western Nebraska provide a fantastic golf experience at a terrific value. Scenic Knolls provides exciting golf for all skill levels and is where PGA Tour pro Nate Lashley got his start. After your round or anytime you're hungry, stop into Ayala's restaurant for good food and drinks. Call today and book your tee time or go online at mitchellcity.net/recreation.
Welcome back. Nebraska voters will not get the chance to legalize medical marijuana this year after the state Supreme Court ruled that the measure that was set to appear on the November ballot is unconstitutional. The court's ruling was a win for special conservatives, including Governor Pete Ricketts, who argued that the state should not legalize a drug that isn't approved by federal regulators. Justices concluded that the medical marijuana proposal violated Nebraska's single subject rule for ballot measures, which bars activists from bunching multiple issues into a single yes or no question for voters to address. The court also ruled that a measure to allow casino gambling can appear on the ballot. Well, Nebraska is ending nearly all of its statewide social distancing restrictions as the number of new coronavirus cases has trended upwards over the last few months. The new rules will still limit the size of indoor gatherings, but will drop all other state-imposed mandates in favor of voluntary guidelines, as other conservative states have done. State officials say they made the decision based on the availability of hospital beds and ventilators. That's in keeping with the goal of not overwhelming medical facilities. And Nebraska Democrats have named their third choice to compete against the Democrat whose name will appear on the ballot in November. Omaha activist and Professor Preston Love Jr. launched a write-in campaign on Thursday against Omaha cupcake baker Chris Janicek. Janicek won the Democratic primary in May, but party leaders disavowed him after he sent lewd texts about a campaign staffer. Janicek pledged to stay in the race last week despite all the negative publicity. Nebraska Democratic Party Chairwoman Jane Klebe said Love offers voters a better alternative than either Janicek or incumbent Republican Ben Sass. Well, coming up after the break, Alex and Rebel will be in with your Friday 5. They'll have that right after this on KNEB.TV News. Who is Hydrotex? Hydrotex manufactures and distributes over 300 different high-performance lubricants, including fuel conditioners, hydraulic and transmission fluid, and more. We've been helping customers improve their operations for more than 80 years with products made in the USA. We sell directly to customers and can even deliver right to your door to offer excellent service and value. Our products are made to exceedingly extend drain and grease intervals to reduce maintenance and labor costs to improve the budget. Whether you're in a factory, farm fleet, or like to go fast, Hydrotex is here to help. Visit your local Hydrotex dealer in person or online today.
Hydrozen. Unplug and recharge. What is Hydrozen? It's total body relaxation. It's total body recharge. It's floating weightless on water. Floating your aches, pains, stresses, and worries away. Hydrozen is a revolutionary new therapy using Epsom salt saturated water as a way to relax and rejuvenate your body. And it's now available in Scottsbluff. It is for most ages and has many benefits to the mind and body. Visit hydrozenfloat.com or call us at 308-63-FLOAT.
Box Butte General Hospital continues our mission to lead and innovate in healthcare delivery and community wellness. But this isn't just a hospital. This is home to exceptional patient care. This is the greatest place to work, receive care, and practice medicine. This is innovation in action. This is community wellness. This is where specialty clinics fit your needs. This is where a friendly smile, a warm hand, and an empathetic ear exist to care for you. We are Box Butte General Hospital. This is us. Great things are happening here since 1976.
Home buying is filled with decisions. Neighborhood, floor plan, fenced yard. Make one choice that's easy. Start with FNBO first. We'll guide you home. Home buying is filled with decisions. Square feet, fixer-upper, room to grow. Make one choice that's easy. Start with FNBO first. We'll guide you home.
This is KNEB.TV Ag News from the FNBO Ag Desk. FNBO, the great big small bank.
Bread rolls, popcorn, and all things whole grains. September is Whole Grains Month, and we're here to celebrate our benevolent friends, carbs. Hello, and welcome to this week's edition of Friday 5, which is being brought to you by the Nebraska Corn Board. At number 5, not only are whole grains yummy, but they are also nutritious. Research demonstrates an association between consuming whole grains as part of a low-fat diet and a reduced risk of heart disease. Studies have consistently found that individuals with 3 or more servings of whole grain foods per day have a 20 to 30% lower risk for heart disease compared to individuals with lower intakes of whole grains. Moving on to number 4, Kansas is the largest wheat-producing state. Nearly 1/5 of all wheat grown in the U.S. is grown in Kansas, and that's why it's called the breadbasket of the world. All the wheat grown in Kansas in a single year would fit in a train stretching from western Kansas to the Atlantic Ocean. Each American consumes about 134 pounds of wheat flour each year. At number 3, more foods are made with wheat than any other cereal grain. Wheat is typically milled into flour, which is then used to make a wide range of foods, including bread, crumpets, muffins, noodles, pasta, biscuits, cakes, and pastries. And wheat is also used in beer and vodka. At number 2, bread is a staple for almost any meal.
It takes 9 seconds for a combine to harvest enough wheat to make about 70 loaves of bread.
And assuming a sandwich was eaten for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, it would take 168 days to eat the amount of bread produced from 1 bushel of wheat. A family of 4 could live 10 years off the bread produced by just 1 acre of wheat.
And finally, one whole grain in your diet may surprise you.
That's right. Popcorn may be the official snack of Illinois, but Nebraska produces more popcorn than any other state.
Americans eat approximately 17 billion quarts of popcorn each year.
The world's largest popcorn ball was 12 feet in diameter and weighed 5,000 pounds.
Well, that'll do it for this week's edition of Friday 5, which is brought to you by the Nebraska Corn Board.
Have a great weekend.
This is Mike. Mike likes his car. Mike likes to save money. And Mike likes to breathe. So Mike fills up with E15 with 15% American ethanol. The clean octane in E15 gives Mike the performance he wants from his engine and the clean air he wants for his family. Better yet, E15 costs less at the pump. Higher octane, cleaner air, lower cost. E15 sure gives Mike a lot to like. Discover E15 with American ethanol.
Small business, you're the engine that makes our communities thrive. That's why we're with you, providing more for you, so you can focus on what matters most. Small business, you're the engine that makes our communities thrive. That's why we're with you, providing more for you, so you can earn more, save more, and do more.
For the past 44 years, Platte Valley Vacuum and Sewing has been serving the Nebraska area. That's quite a long time. At Platte Valley Vac and Sew, you'll find quality sewing machines, quilting and embroidery machines, even sergers from name brands such as Pfaff and Baby Lock, both known for their well-made machinery. Keep in mind you'll receive one-on-one lessons with your machine purchase. Platte Valley Vac and Sew also offers a fine selection of 100% cotton quilting fabrics and a great selection of threads and notions to assist you in most any quilting or embroidery project you might have. For all your sewing machine quilting needs, stop by Platte Valley Vac and Sew, downtown Scottsbluff.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a peek at what's happening on your weekend community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
Find out what convenient really means at the Western Travel Terminal. Start with our great selection of food and drinks, from for real milkshakes and fresh brewed coffee to snacks and hot food. Next, check out our beer and spirits with their everyday low prices. Finally, let us work for you with our full-service gas station and automatic truck and car wash. All this can be found at 822 South Beltline in Scottsbluff. Western Travel Terminal, your convenient shopping, restaurant, and full-service gas leader.
Why are Bearcats masking up this year?
At Platte Valley Bank, we believe it shouldn't cost you money to access your money. That's why we offer free ATMs anytime, anywhere. Whether you are across town or traveling abroad, there won't be an added expense to access the funds in your Platte Valley Bank account. Free ATMs are just one of the great benefits of banking with us. Stop by to talk to one of our friendly associates to discuss what else Platte Valley Bank has to offer.
And finally tonight, the United Way of Western Nebraska's biggest fundraiser of the year is wrapping up and will culminate tomorrow with the modified duck draw at the 18th Street Plaza in Scottsbluff. Yesterday was a great final push for duck sales as the Gehring Runza played host to the KNEB Remote and offered some quacking good deals, including a free $50 Runza gift card with the purchase of a $60 quack sack. This year's grand prize is a 2020 Toyota RAV4 donated by Team Auto Center. Second place prize is a Honda side-by-side donated by Sandberg Honda. United Way Special Events Coordinator Jill Allen says the community is tremendous each year in making this event a success.
This is 23 years of the Duck Dash, and it's 75 years of United Way. And thank you to the community that supports us every year. They help us make a difference, and we truly appreciate it. You're helping 16 nonprofit agencies that United Way helps. You can't beat it.
Festivities get underway starting at 9 a.m. tomorrow at the 18th Street Plaza, and the draw itself will be taking place at 10:30. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you back here on Monday.